Hi everybody, it is Jillian here, and I come on here to teach you guys about nutrition and natural solutions, specifically this time of year for all things weight loss. And today I'm highlighting peppermint for you, specifically how it can help you lose weight. And peppermint, I don't know that it's something really talked about in the weight loss field. But yesterday, the last couple of days, I was looking up foods specifically that might help with weight loss, and really more so foods that will help with appetite suppression and foods that might increase your metabolism. And it's really what's interesting, some of the things that I found. Some foods I'd heard about, other ones I hadn't really heard about, and peppermint I had heard about but never really thought about it in this way. And so peppermint is good for suppressing appetite. And the reason for that is because it has a very strong smell and a strong taste. So think about it. Have you ever been or maybe tried or heard this technique, this tip for weight loss? If you cook food and while you're cooking you tend to pick at the food or eat or taste the food too much. And you know what I'm talking about. So you've cooked this meal 100 times before, but yet you still have that tendency to taste it and taste it and taste it, even though you know what it tastes like. You already know the recipe like the back of your hand. You know you could cook that recipe in your sleep. You really don't need to be tasting it as many times as you are. And I know that many people are guilty of not even being hungry by the time the dinner is cooked because they ate a meal while they were cooking. So the tip is chew gum or eat mints while you're cooking. And it has to be minty gum because if you're doing like a fruit flavored gum, then you're really not going to it's not going to have the same effect. But that mint tends to make other things not taste so great because it doesn't mix well with food. So that's one tip, and that's why, because the mint has its own strong, unique flavor. Another tip that I've given people before is if you have trouble with after dinner snacking. We usually don't have to be hungry to eat dessert. We don't have to be hungry to snack after dinner, and many people are not hungry when they're eating after dinner. It's more habit. So you're eating because you're sitting in front of the TV and it's become this trigger that when you watch TV, you need to eat something. This is why I recommend to people to really start limiting yourself and get yourself in the habit that you only eat in the setting of a meal at a table. Because if you start limiting yourself to that, you're not going to be triggered to eat when you're sitting at a computer, when you're sitting at a desk, when you're sitting in front of the TV, because those things become your trigger, not true hunger. And when you're truly hungry, then that would trigger you to eat. And when you eat, it has to be at the table. And we really have so many outside cues that trigger us to eat these days that we don't know when we should eat and when's not the appropriate time to eat, because we're eating all the time, all over the house, wherever we're sitting, eating on the go, eating in the car, and it gets very hazy when you're actually hungry and when you're not, or when you just eat because that's just what you always do when you do that activity. So brushing your teeth right after dinner is a good technique as well, but usually mint flavored toothpaste is the only thing that's really going to work, because other flavored toothpastes, kids got the bubblegum flavored toothpaste. That doesn't make food taste bad. And I know that some people, if you want it bad enough, you'll just brush your teeth again. So if you brush your teeth with mint, food doesn't taste that great afterwards. Neither does mint flavored mouth rinse. So there's a reason why these things are mint flavored. So the mint has something to it. It does have that appetite suppression effect, just because when you have it, it's very refreshing and it doesn't you don't really think of eating food. You think of more the meal is over when you have that peppermint flavor. I mentioned I posted yesterday, I'm giving away a free list of foods that have been shown in research to increase your metabolism or suppress your appetite, and some of them actually do both, and peppermint is one of them. And I do recommend that why not try the peppermint essential oil in its purest form? Go to the real source. There's a lot of food grade peppermint that is used in things like toothpaste, mints, peppermint flavored candy, and bubblegum. But if you get the real peppermint essential oil, then you're going to get it at its best, and it's going to have the most potent effects on your appetite suppression. And I know a lot of you that watch me use essential oils as well, specifically doTERRA essential oils, which are really the purest in the world that I know of, and the only ones that I can really recommend and have a peace of mind that I know I'm recommended use something that is not diluted with anything, has no additives, nothing in it that would be harmful. So I would suggest, if you have that problem with eating while you cook or eating after dinner, to diffuse peppermint. It also has really great digestive benefits. So if you have issues with digestive problems, reflux issues, stomach upset after you eat, you get a double benefit there because it also settles your stomach after you eat. So great thing to try. It's energetic, energizes you. If you tend to eat and get drowsy, great for after lunch. You won't have that 3 o'clock low everybody experiences. And what do we do when we have that 3 o'clock low? We want caffeine, we want sugar, we want to snack on things that we shouldn't have. So get some peppermint, add some wild orange in there as well. And these things will be much more healthier and more effective than the things that we tend to go to, which are sugar, caffeine, and just end up being a vicious cycle that gets you right back to where you started, which is more fatigue and not feeling so great. So hopefully that is helpful. Try your peppermint, try some of the tips. If you have essential oils, try them, because I have a feeling they'll be more effective than bubblegum. And definitely try some of these tips. And if you want to know what other foods can be as effective, and you want to try those out, things like tomato juice I have on there, and grapefruit and ginger I have on there, then just click the link in my banner, and that will bring you to instant access to the document that lists them out and some of the research that is out there with some of this stuff. It's kind of neat what some of the things that are going on to show us what natural foods that we have access to right away can help you with weight loss. All right, well, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow, and have a great day.